Hey, what's up, y'all, and welcome to the Will and DeShaun show. And I am DeShaun.
And it's your boy Will.
Yeah, so Will, what's goody in the hoodie?
And a lot of things are so goody in the hoodie. No, life is good.
Goodness.
I mean, life is getting better for me.
Always. And life is getting better for me as well.
That's good.
Well, today we came to talk to y'all about the gay best friend. And I think the gay best friend can mean a lot of different things.
Well, expound on that.
I think when you first come into your sexuality, you need like a best friend who's gay. And I think that can be like a gay best friend can be like your guide, someone who can take your hand and say, "This way, my child."
So is that a gay mother or father or brother?
I don't like referring to nobody as mother or father except mother and father.
Well, some people don't have their mother and fathers.
Oh, well, that's not my life. But I understand that those are some people's lives.
Well, let's say this. A lot of people do have mothers and fathers biologically, but when some kids are kicked out of their home,
right,
they end up getting into like gay families or gay houses,
right,
where they adapt mother and fathers.
I can understand that as well. I do get that. But personally speaking, I think it wasn't like that for me. Because I think that happens maybe when a person becomes, comes out the closet, whatever you want to call it, when their journey happens earlier in life. But I think sometimes for other people, sometimes people don't get kicked out the house.
That's true. But let's get back on subject.
Okay, sometimes people don't get
the GBF.
And sometimes people just need a friend in a lifestyle that you are now becoming a part of to kind of guide you and like keep you away from the booby traps.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We all need a GBF. Funny thing that you said that, because again, once I was exploring into the gay world,
right,
you kind of look for people who are like you,
right,
and you kind of look for that friend. Like in my instance, I did have one. Well, it wasn't like a GBF per se,
right,
but I did have somebody I knew who else was gay, but they mishandled my trust.
Oh, okay.
I trusted them with my quote-unquote dirty little secret, or my biggest secret that I've been holding on to, that of course I was gay too, and I found somebody else that was gay, and I was like, oh, you're going to be like, yeah.
That wasn't a GBF. That was a...
Absolutely. That was
something else. That was a villain.
Gay best villain.
It was a gay enemy.
Basically, that's what it came out to be.
Right.
But once... Again, you keep searching. You're out there in the world. You're going to have people that you don't trust, or who mishandle your trust or misuse your trust. Mm-hmm. But you do run along to the people who are trustworthy.
Right.
Who become your GBFs.
Yeah, because, gay is a new world. And it's almost like going to a new school or going to a new job.
You know
and
what?
That person who...
It's like going to college.
Going to a new place in your life. So when you get there, it's like, oh my God, I don't know nobody. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to end. I know where to begin. And then you have that one person who hopefully is a trustworthy person, who comes along and they say, you know what? You can hang with me. So
absolutely. Funny thing is, I've tried not to say their name, but I want to say that name. But my first GBF was my friend who still lives in Chicago. Uh-huh. And to this day, we're still friends. We talk every day.
Right.
And he was that for me.
Mm-hmm.
We became friends, and we talked all the time. We hung out. Like he's a little bit older than I am, so he kind of took me under his wing. He kind of taught me some things that I didn't know. I taught him some things that he didn't know. Mm-hmm. So it's like I said, everybody needs that confidant, and I think it's with us, we're GBFs to each other, and everybody needs that. You need somebody.
Yeah.
You need somebody, because you will find yourself feel like that you are alone in this world. Right. And
you don't have to be.
You don't have to be.
Yeah.
Everybody needs somebody. There is somebody out there for everyone.
Right. I agree. I think another GBF term when people have like a gay best friend, I think it's when a straight person has a gay best friend. Now, this can be a girl or a guy. Yeah. But I think a lot of times you can be a gay best friend to a friend. And it's
more so with females.
And it's not necessarily gay best friend, but you just happen to be their best friend. You happen to be gay. So,
that ain't the same thing.
I think it is.
No, because females /fish, they be having these quote unquote gay best friends.
Okay.
Oh, this is my gay best friend. You should meet him. You might like him. You're gonna be cool. You should date him. That's how they treat their gay best friends.
Not everybody.
Not all,
Yeah,
but
not,
majority.
Yeah, not everybody, but I think it's different for different people.
Okay.
The friends that I have, the female friends that I have,
Yes, you're their gay best friend.
but I don't think I'm necessarily their gay best friend. I think I'm one of their best friends who happen to be gay.
Oh, it's that term.
Because-
that happens to be gay.
Because they're not in my gay life like that.
Okay.
And they knew me before I was more so out with my sexuality as well. So I don't think it's like, I don't think I'm their gay best friend. I think I'm more so their best friend who happens to be gay. But if they did consider me to be their gay best friend, I wouldn't have a problem with that. Because it's not like they refer to me as, hey, that's my gay best friend. We're just like, oh, hey, best friend. It's like, best friend.
Yeah, but nobody ever
Yeah,
refer
no
to me
way.
as the gay
The
best
gay
friend.
best friend, exactly.
That's not.
Yeah.
That will get you popped.
Well, some white people have a black best friend.
That would definitely get you popped.
This is my white best friend. This is my Indian best friend.
What do you think about people having more than one best friend?
I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I have.
People have issues with that.
Do you?
I don't.
Oh,
I have more than one best friend.
I have more than one best friend. People have called me, more than one person calls me best friend. Now, this is how I feel. I think as you move throughout your life, you're going to have different people who you're closer to.
True.
And relationships are going to evolve and grow and come together and move apart.
'Cause some people be like, no, it's only one best friend. I'm their best friend. You can't be best friend with them. None of that. Now, I had that issue before.
With who?
One of my best friends,
Okay.
their best friend, didn't want me to be best friends with them.
That's funny. That's cute.
They did not care for me like that.
Oh.
So, again, when we were always hanging out together, it would be
They're looking at you like,
it will be slightly awkward. And a person like me, I'm the type of person, if you don't fuck with me, I ain't gonna fuck with you.
okay, you ain't gonna halfway, you ain't gonna fade. It's just
I can't.
You
do
over
that.
there and I'm over here.
Absolutely. Now, like, if somebody have, like, a friend having a party, it's the birthday, whatever
Right.
situation,
Of course,
we happen to
you'll be
be
cordial.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm be cool, because first of all, you have an issue with me, I don't have an issue with you.
First
But
of
what
all.
I'm not gonna do is be hanging and kikiing with you like we cool. Like
When I
that.
know you got an issue with
When I
me.
know you don't really
Right.
like me or you don't really care for me.
The best friend in the middle told you this? Or how'd you pick up on it?
Both.
Okay.
I was kind of like, not so much told, that, let me rephrase that. I wasn't really like told, but I can tell
Okay.
that this person,
You
but this person
picked
is
up
very,
the vibe.
Absolutely, this person is very jealous.
Okay.
Have a very jealous nature.
Okay.
And they don't like
Ooh,
that
he's territorial.
person.
He
Very
was his
much
best
so.
friend to himself.
Very much so.
Mm-hmm.
But again, people have friends outside of you.
And I think it's important to have different people who you can talk to about different things. I think there is certain people who I can just talk to about certain things. I'm really big on that because I'm very big on I'm going to give this to somebody who can give me something back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to put my quarter in the machine that's going to give me what I'm trying to get.
Mm-hmm.
There's no need for me. If I'm trying to get peanuts, well, I'm going to the Apple machine. You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
So, well, I'm going to the soda machine when I want the candy.
Right.
So, I think it's important to have people who you can talk to certain things about.
True.
And it's from trivial things like gossip. You know, a lot of best friends start off as the work best friend who used to talk about people at work with, to like more important things like certain career fields that you're in, or somebody who you can talk to about all your relationship problems. You know, different things.
Absolutely. You talk to them what you have in common with them about.
Right.
And you can still talk to
And who
them
gives the
about-
best advice?
Right. And you can talk to them about stuff that they may not have in common with you. Because, again, like you said, they might have better advice. Or
Right.
they can been through that situation.
Right.
Or know someone who's been through that
Like
situation.
based on personalities and stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What I kind of have to be very leery of is people who try to be your best friend too quickly by calling you best friend. Like, let's let that develop.
You know what? I'm one of those people. I'm like, because I've been called best friend so many times. I don't even really think about it as being a best friend no more because the term best friend has been used so much to me that
Right.
it's
You
lost
take- you
its
take-
weight.
right. You take the value away from it.
It's lost its value. So I'm just kind of like, okay, well, I guess we best friends too. But then I feel like, but I think you know, because I'm not even about titles like that anyway. Like, time will tell, the experience will tell what we truly have as friends.
Right, and I feel like sometimes that don't even necessarily have to be said.
Right.
I have to go around telling, say, "Oh, DeShaun's my best friend.
Yeah.
DeShaun's my best friend.
Right.
DeShaun's my best friend." I don't have to do that. We know what our friendship is.
Right.
And that's how I feel. You know, in general, again, we talked about this on a podcast before, which I'll go back and listen to. It's the too late or too early podcast.
Oh, okay. When is it too early or too late to be called best friend?
Right. So, and like I said, friends come on tiers with me.
Yeah.
So,
What's the bottom tier called?
niggas that I know.
You just know the nigga I know.
You my friend.
That's hilarious.
And then you my best friend's last brother.
You just know the nigga I know. Okay.
Very
associate.
Nigga I know. Very associate.
It's a nigga I know. I don't know.
It is. 'Cause you meet. See, here's the thing. Let us be real. You meet people through other people, and then they think you're friends. No, we just know of each other.
Yeah, we know each other.
You just nigga I know.
Right.
Like we friends on Instagram.
I don't call you and ask you for nothing.
Right.
Nothing
Very
like that.
that. Very
I'm trying to talk to you about my business.
Right. Very if I see you out, we hug, chop it up. You know,
What's up?
Now, if it goes and develop to being more of a regular notion friend,
of course, if it naturally just kind of kicks off and grows into something, that's
like
but
you calling somebody on Instagram, one of your Instagram friends, your best friend.
Yeah, some of these people probably do. I wouldn't doubt it for the world.
And don't get me wrong, we all have Instagram friends who we are kind of like seem like we're close with.
I ain't got no Instagram friends
because for me, I have a couple of people on Instagram that I do kind of converse with, or we kind of like. If you leave a comment, they'll comment back and you talk, or they might DM you. You talk through that.
Really?
Yeah, I have like 3 people on Instagram that I actually done that with.
IG BFF.
Yeah, very, very, very much not BFF, but nigga I know.
IG nigga I know.
Very that, and I keep it as that. Like I don't really know you in real life.
Right.
I know you from social media.
Right. It's a tier of its own.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Very.
Okay.
Very bottom.
Right. Yeah. But at the same time, you're willing to let that. Are you willing to let those relationships, if you were to see them in person, or a person call you, okay, a person's on social media like, hey, I'm moving to Atlanta. I know we talked on social media all the time. Like maybe we can hang out when I get down there.
Absolutely. Let me tell you this. When I used to frolic back in the day to Miami Sizzle, I met a lot of people off social media.
Yeah.
And when we actually, because we had that thing in common, they would say, hey, you got them groups and stuff, and everybody said they want to sizzle or whatever. So it was like, okay, cool, we're gonna meet up,
Right.
So we get to Miami, and then we actually meet in person.
Right.
And then we like have conversations.
Right.
Funny thing is, I've met one of my friends on social media.
Okay.
Well, yeah, social media in Miami.
Okay.
And we're still friends to this day.
Oh, nice.
So it's like one of those things. Like you can develop a friendship.
Right.
With someone from social media and let it go from there.
Right.
And like I am willing to I can befriend anyone.
Right.
Now, that don't mean necessarily you're going to necessarily be my best friend.
I don't know if I will. In this day and age, I don't know if I'm going to be friending everybody. See, I ain't got time to be everybody's friend.
Let me clean that up.
Right.
I can be friendly with everybody.
I mean, I'm not friendly coming off in the beginning. I'm not mean, but I'm not as open as some of my other friends are. But I am very nice, but I think I'm entering an age where I just ain't got time to be everybody's friend. Like, I just ain't got time. Like, no shade. You have to watch who you give your energy to. And you have to watch your aura. You have to watch who you're around. And that has become extremely important to me in this day and age. Like, I don't even care to really meet a lot of new people. It's like I do, but I'm much more watchful of it. Mm-hmm. This 33-year-old DeShaun versus like 23-year-old DeShaun. I've now realized that I don't have to have a lot of friends, and I don't need any more people in my life who aren't going to develop me in some type of way.
Absolutely, and I do agree with you with that because again, we learn through people and through gaining with friendships with people that sometimes the energy be a lot. Mm-hmm. And sometimes the energy can turn toxic. And I've expressed that to you a couple of times with people in general that, sometimes I got to the point that I wanted to cut some people off completely based on our friendship turning toxic, or it's always toxic, or it's always an argument. And that's one thing.
Draining.
Very much so. That's one thing about me personally I do not like, is a whole bunch of arguing and bickering over things. Say what you say, mean what you say, fix it, let's go on. If it can't be squashed, holler at your boy when you see me on the streets.
Right. That, as well as sometimes it's not even about bickering. It's just about, you just kind of look and you analyze. Like, okay, so what exactly?
And again, now you have to very much so be choosy of your friends, because again, who's going with you to the next level, or who have, honestly, picking your friends is like picking something. I hate to say it, it's like you have to gain something from them.
Yeah.
Whatever.
As well as have something to give.
Absolutely.
Some of y'all just be taking, okay?
Ooh, now that's a whole
some of y'all just be taking.
That's a whole other thing, because some people think they do too much.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And they ain't offering anything.
Right. Ooh, all right. You slow down now.
Yeah, I can go there. But, you know, I'm learning, because again, what does this person have to gain to me, and what value can I bring in their life as well? I don't want to be a leech, because I don't want to be social climbing or be clout chasing with friends, because people do that.
Right.
People only try to befriend you based on the things that they can get from you and where they can go based off your coattail. Right. Because a lot of coattail riders.
Right. I also I read this in the book. You have to like some friends are 2-hour friends. Some friends are 2-day friends. Some friends you can spend a week with. But you got to learn where to put your friends at. Some of your friends you can only talk to for a couple of hours. Past that, I can't spend the whole day with some of y'all.
I learned from one of my GBFs that you have to prioritize people.
Yeah,
you have to prioritize your friendships with people.
And sometimes you have to cut time down. Like, you don't always gotta X a person out your life. You may just be able to tolerate them for a certain period of time.
DeShaun taught me that lesson, guys.
Yeah,
and I have been applying it a whole lot.
You know, you ain't gotta be available to people all the time. Like, I'm not here for you whenever you're beck and call. Like, I'm just...
You just preach to me.
Yeah, like, for real. Like, you know, I'll keep in touch. If you really need me, of course I'll be there, but... Yeah, I don't have to be... I'm not in your pocket like that.
Let me tell you something. People probably sometimes don't understand, like, so why do you don't answer the phone when I call? I just need that time to myself. Like, let's text. Like, sometimes, I'm going to be honest, guys. A lot of times I don't be in the mood. Yeah. And I don't really feel like talking. Like, can I have that? Like, I don't feel like talking sometimes. Text me. I can text you. And most of the time, I am a talker. I'll talk on the phone with anybody. But sometimes I feel a little guilty, because sometimes people, I feel like maybe they are really going through something and they need to talk. And it's like, what if that person wanted to be talk from a ledge or talk from killing themselves? And I'm like, ignoring their phone call. I never wanted to be somebody's last phone call.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I get that.
And then they've hurt themselves. Right. Because I know a lot of times, and I've expressed, if I have not expressed this, or I don't wear it as a badge of honor, but I do say this a lot, because I deal with depression. I know how it is to be down, and sometimes you don't feel like you have someone to talk to. Even when you have someone to talk to, sometimes you don't feel like you have someone to talk to, or you might want to call that person, but you be like, I don't really want to call them, because I don't want to kind of interrupt their life. And that's how I feel a lot. I feel guilty a lot, because I be like, well, I don't want to occupy DeShaun's time all the time, or whoever else's time all the time, because they have their own lives. I kind of like I don't want to occupy all their days off. Like, kind of like, let them live, but inside me, I be like, I really need somebody to come here and rest me.
I think with that, it's all about balance. Like, you read your friends. Like, you know what DeShaun gives as far as talking and texting, and you know what each person. That's why I said it goes back to having that friend to talk to certain things about, and like, this friend is for this friend is for that. Like, if I'm going through it about a certain situation, let me call so and so, because I know they're gonna listen. They're gonna give me what I need, and even if it's just some bullshit, they're gonna entertain my bullshit. You know, like.
Because with that being said, I have one of my newer friends. He calls me a lot.
Okay.
And sometimes I have to not answer, and I'm not answering to.
And always put yourself first. I hate to say that, but you always gotta put yourself first.
Sometimes I just don't feel like talking.
Right.
It's like sometimes I just don't feel like it.
Yeah, like if you're drained, like
I'm dealing with my own.
Yeah, like always put your help first.
So I'm like, can't talk to you right now.
Right, yeah, like
I am going through my own
I
stuff.
get it. I get it.
But on the other hand, I do appreciate it sometimes because
You can always call back. Or text.
I always do that.
I
always text and say, hey,
yeah.
what are you doing?
And if they really need you,
I'll be like, I'm busy. I'm at the gym.
right.
People love to call me when I'm at the gym too. I noticed that.
Right.
I get a lot of calls when I'm at the gym. I don't know why.
So I think whenever you're like at that breaking point of, oh my God, I just don't talk. Because at that point you should be thinking about your health. You know what I'm saying? Just mentally, socially, you may just need to breathe for like 5 minutes. Like,
Because that's how I am with my family. Like if my family call, I always feel like,
because this is way easier to not answer the phone than get off a phone call that you don't want to be on.
now that is the truth.
Yeah. Because it's real hard, yeah.
To get off a phone call versus
Without being rude.
right.
So,
Hey, you always say I gotta charge my phone. My phone have to die.
it's something.
Let me go get something to eat, okay? Like, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go eat.
Bye.
But yeah, like I said, with the whole calling situation, like that's why I always make it a priority. If my family always ever call me, I always answer the phone because we don't really talk like every day. So when we do talk, I make sure I answer. Well, so they do call, I make sure I answer the phone. Funny thing is, like you said, best friends. I have a female best friend, and I'm just kind of like you. I'm that best friend that happens to be gay. I'm just not necessarily her gay best friend.
Right.
And
Because I feel like when it becomes
we
gay
used to
best
talk
friend, it's like
every single day, like majority of all day. But then now, because we both live in 2 different states, so we don't really talk as much as we used to. And again, we kind of got grown apart. We live in our own lives. But literally, we talked like a week ago, and we were on the phone for 6 hours straight.
that's a long fucking time. That's longer than any phone call I ever been on in my life.
6
That's a work shift.
hours.
That is
like,
a work
literally,
shift.
we were on the phone catching up, talking about what was going on now, talking about stuff in the past, and just
Right.
organically shoot the shit. It
Right.
was just fun.
Like I have best friends from high school.
I didn't even
I have
realize we
best
were on the phone
friends
that
from.
long.
Yeah, but that's a good conversation. If you didn't even know, if you looked up and it was 6 hours later, that was a good
Next thing I know, it
conversation
was
that
2 in the
needed
morning.
to be had. So
It was 2 a.m.
yeah,
I was like, oh my God.
that's a no for me. No, whatever. But yeah, the dynamic of friendship.
And everybody needs one.
Yeah.
How many of us have them?
Okay.
Friends.
Don't know what I ever do without you from the beginning to the end. But yeah, anything else you want to say about friends?
He was a friend of mine.
All right, and I think that's a good a good note to leave on.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.